Welcome back to the Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky, the I no longer have to do fishing! Last time we completed the most evil door in existence. This time, we're going to be doing the second most evil door in existence, at least in my opinion. Star Door 6. Now, I just want to stress, this door is nowhere near as bad as Sun Door 2. But anyway, let's not waste time, let's go.
食はすべての基本なり正しき道を歩むのもすなわち食あればこそ汝らの覚えし食の形が20種に至った時我が扉を開か
That's like the first one that doesn't start with bring to me, so that's interesting. Now, I wonder who's going to be inside this chamber, given that it's not supposed to be specific to any character. Yeah, it's the whole party, I thought so.
ここに記憶のかけらと祝福を与える
The thing is that I would have expected this to have required a certain character, because, as you'll see, this is, in my opinion, an Agate door. It's probably Agate's real door, seeing as he shared his earlier one with Tita. Why don't you guys try becoming braces? Those words were all it took to set the wheels of horror in motion. The three young men Estelle had spoken to, Dean, Race, and Rocco, were the leaders of a group of delinquents who spent most of their time in the warehouse district of Ruin. In light of the unprecedented chaos that swept over Labourle, they soon began re-examining themselves and their lives. They wanted to go home and rethink their lives. And, after much thought, they agreed that the path of a bracer, a protector of the land's peace and the people's safety, may be the best road forward for them. That's not to say, however, that they didn't have any ulterior motives. No. They did think that it would also give them the opportunity to be trained directly by the guild's Kana. With this hope in their hearts, they made their way to the Ruined Bracer Guild and expressed interest in simply joining. But the guild's crafty receptionist, Jean, had other ideas swirling in his brain, and unfortunately for them, they were to receive their training from their longtime sworn enemy and former Raven group leader, Agate Krosner. Their grueling training began in earnest under his strict guidance. After roughly 3 months of pure hell, the end was finally in sight. Only today's final examination of more pure hell remained. So, before we start, I want to show what the Evo version's art, because Evo gives every door its unique art. It's what I've been using for the thumbnails in these store videos. I'd like to show you Evo's art for this door. There has never been a more perfect summary of this door than this picture right here. It totally sums up what you're in for.
Ruin を出るって言うからちょっと楽しみにしてたけど
Wait, this isn't outside Ruin, this is nowhere near Ruin.
まさかこんな霧だらけの谷の山小屋なんぞに連れてこられるとはな。
俺らってよく考えるとルーアンを出るの初めてじゃん
Oh, right, I guess they mean outside of Ruin, as in, like, somewhere not near Ruin. Okay.
なのにいきなしこんな秘境に来るなんてね
It's not somewhere weird, it's somewhere legit!
ま、と言ってもあくまで試験が目的だ。期待する方が筋違いってもんか。
Oh yeah, you wish your final exam was at Michelin Wonderland.
お、ディンってば大人じゃん
Knowing Agate, he'd probably find some way to make the horror coaster there, like a brutal final exam.
ちゃんと分かってんじゃねえか。よくさえずるからカツでも入れてやろうかと思ったが。とりあえず、おしゃべりはそのくらいにしておくんだな。
はい、兄貴。
偉そうに。
Oh, I accidentally advanced the text there too fast, but he calls him Aniki? That's... I didn't realize that. That's kind of cool.
さてと、これからいよいよ遊撃士の資格をかけた最終試験に挑んでもらうぜ。これをクリアすれば晴れて準遊撃士になれるわけだが。
Okay, so this was to become juniors, so I guess this is the equivalent of Estelle and Joshua going to the sewers for their introduction.
まずはそうだな。今日まで脱落しなかったことを一応褒めておいてやる。
褒める？
どういう風の吹き回しっすか？
気持ち悪いな。
てめえら、一体俺を何だと思ってやがる。
とにかくさっさと試験の内容を説明しやがれ。こっちは早く体を動かしたくてうずうずしてんだ。
相変わらず口の減らねえ野郎だぜ。まあいい。それじゃあ早速説明するぞ。試験の内容は単純明快。魔獣が徘徊する洞窟の突破だ。
洞窟？
また移動するんすか？
心配すんな。場所ならそう遠くない。とにかくお前らにはその洞窟の中に入って一番奥まで進んでもらう。特に時間制限はねえが、奥で俺が待っといてやるから、せいぜい早くたどり着きやがれ。説明は以上だ。何か質問があったら聞いとくぜ。
洞窟の突破か。要は魔獣を蹴散らしながら先に進めってことだよな。
シンプルだし、まさに俺ら向きって感じ？
退屈はしなさそうだ。
質問はないみてえだな。じゃあ、ウェムラのさん。
I used to always just think this guy's name was Welmer, but it's Wemler.
サポートはよろしく頼んだぜ。
そいつはいいが、
Oh, even he gets voice acting.
本当に行かせて大丈夫なのか？
まあ任せてくれよ、おっさん。それじゃ早速試験会場まで行くとしようや。
I think he keeps referring to the cave as like the exam location, which sounds very Cold Steel.
ここがお待ちかね、最終試験の会場だ。
こんなところに洞窟が。
へえ、俺たちここに入るのね。
子供騙しだな。
試験内容はさっき言った通りだ。一足先に奥で待っててやるから、せいぜい気合い入れてこいよ。
俺はお前らのサポートを担当させてもらう。簡単な休憩と食事の世話をしてやるから。危
なくなったらか。
ま、余裕じゃん。
さてと、
それじゃあ行っちゃ。
やってやるとするか。
Okay, so I forget if you actually can like talk to this guy and share food. Oh.
どうだ？
Oh.
満足したか？
Oh, okay, he is the Abaddon potluck that he gave you in Sky SC. So yeah, as you can see, that has a chance of either restoring your CP to 100 or reducing you to 1 HP. So, oh boy, can I do that again and gamble my luck on... Okay, nope, now 2 people are on low HP. Right, that could have actually been a problem. So, we actually start out with quite a few things here. We start out with some healing items, 1 attack food item, 2 accessories too, a lighter and a cattail. But the main issue here is that, well, yeah, we've got the 3 ravens, and they all suck. We have to make our way through this entire dungeon with 3 party members that, to put things frankly, all of them make Josette look good. The ravens are all terrible, they have no arts, and their only way of really doing anything decent is to use craft, so they're heavily reliant on CP. You know what's worse about this? I probably should have saved earlier, but I'm going to go ahead and save to a new slot now. The worst thing about this is that, okay, I've got to equip these items, though. Who has the... Okay, you have the highest strength, so I'm going to give you the cattail so you can go a little bit further. Also, tactics. Yeah, we can set our battle positions here, too. Don't forget that you can do that. Guess I'll put you a little further forward. Nobody has any S-breaks, because obviously... Oh, I don't want to have to use these too early. I guess I can use, like, a milkshake. You might want to save your items that cure freeze. Just saying. That may be useful. But we're heading into the ancient dragon's dwelling. I hope that Ragnar is okay with us using his, essentially his house as a training ground for these 3 former delinquents.
確かにこれなら足場には困りそうにないな。
洞窟の突破なんてのはどうせお遊びってこったろ。所詮あの野郎の考えることだ。奥に着いたらきっと問答無用で戦いを仕掛けてくるだろうしな。
Yeah, they're making no illusions about who's going to be the boss at the end of this door.
あ、やっぱロッコもそう思う？
まあこれまでの訓練を考えるとそう考えるのが自然か。訓練の時だって最後はいつも手合わせって流れだったし。さて今の俺たちがどこまで兄貴に通用するのやら。
俺たちかなり強くなったし、結構いけると思うのよね。
とにかく日頃の恨みを晴らすチャンスには違いねえ。さっさと行ってぶちのめしてやろうぜ。
おう、
オッケー。
I love that. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to be saving frequently in here because what I was kind of getting at before is the worst thing about this is that, oh, I can't even check my Growl's Ritter notebook, obviously, because we're not on Growl's Ritter at the moment. Oh, we're getting interrupted by this. But I guess I can say it now. We are still being counted for the no fleeing achievements. So, if you are going for that, I would honestly recommend putting off doing this door until, much later. Although, actually, the reward for this door is pretty good, so maybe not. It's a kind of a toss-up, but yeah, if you are going for that reward later on that requires you to reach the final chapter without fleeing from any battles, you can't run from any fights in here, and that's really bad, because some of the fights in here can be borderline unwinnable if you get ambushed.
はったりだろ。弱いやつほど見た目でごまかしたがるもんだからな。
Oh yeah, because things operate on that kind of logic.
そういうもんか？てか、それじゃまるで俺たちみたい？気づかれた。
上等だ。返り討ちにしてやるぜ。
Okay, so, right, of course I'm starting off with the one who has no CP to do these things, but I guess I can show what these are. So, Soul Infusion, this is your main form of recovery, which requires 30 CP, so that can be unfortunate. This buffs, which is kind of useful. Embolden, it heals an oddly specific amount of HP, but it also revives. So, for only 50 CP, that's not that terrible. And Shakedown, defense minus 100%. Okay, so here's the thing. The fact that they had to give them a debuff this good kind of shows just how much the Ravens suck. And then No Mercy is effectively their S-Craft, except not really. You can't use it to S-Break, so it's still, yeah, and of course you have no arts either. So, yeah, their basic attacks don't do a lot. I'm gonna have to go for Shakedown. Okay. Yeah, the only one of the crafts that's an actual attack is No Mercy, so their main method of doing damage is just to hit things. And, yeah, they get hit pretty hard by stuff, so you may want to actually spend a few turns in battles. That's a little bit unfortunate, actually. You may want to spend a few turns in battles just intentionally stalling and using your CP abilities to heal. I love how rudimentary their victory animations are. Like, it's kind of clear they were not meant to be actually used in battle. They don't even have any victory voice clips either.
なんかおかしくねえ俺らってこんなに弱かったっけ
いや違う魔獣の方が強すぎるんだ
No, it is that you're weak.
これじゃ聞いてた話とあまりに違いすぎるぜ
兄貴ってばなんでこんな場所を選んだのよ
Okay, I will say, the voice acting is actually making this door a lot more charming than I thought it would be.
そうだっていうかロッコ今の魔獣やっぱり強かったじゃねえか
今ので強いって
Like, I admit that Rocco's voice is a little bit generic, but the other two are just, they're really funny.
笑わせるんじゃね
な強がってんじゃねえぞお前だって苦戦してただろ
えお前らピーピーうるせえんだよとにかく俺たちは前に進むしかねえんだほらさっさと行くぞ
あちょっと待てよ
ロッコちゃん何をカッカしてんのかね
Okay, thankfully we still have Rocco with us, but yeah, our HP is still a little bad. And I'm going to be making a lot of saves as I go through this place. Yeah, like I said, there are some fights in this place that are borderline unwinnable if you get ambushed, so you really, really want to save frequently if you are planning on going for no fleeing.
今度のはまあ大丈夫か
こいつはルーアンでも見たことあるしね
速攻で決めてやら
Let's scrabble some eggs! Oh hey, this was a free preemptive. And yeah, I'm actually gonna go ahead and just use Soul Infusion. Does Embolden... Oh, no, you can use Embolden even if somebody's not down. That's good to know. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and go straight for Soul Infusion because, I love the quotes that they do for this. Like, these are most of the, like, abilities they used, in their actual fights they had with you in did you ever fight them in the second game? I know that you fought them in the first game. Yeah, definitely go for that debuff where you can, and let's see if I can actually try using Invigorate on Dean. The thing is, they do actually inflict slight knockback, like, on yourself, so that can be... Yeah, Dean's now out of range from that self-buff, so that's actually an extreme pain. And he didn't even get to use it. And yeah, these things explode, and you can't avoid them exploding on you, because you only have close range attacks. I mean, No Mercy, I think, might actually be long range, but yeah, it's been a while since I've used that.
最初のやつよりはマシだが俺たちが知ってるやつよりかなり強かったな
どうやらここの魔獣って一律に相当強いみたいね
くそなんでこんな雑魚相手に苦戦しなきゃなんねんだくそくそくそくそ
ロッコ落ち着けってそれでも休み休み行きゃなんとかなりそうじゃねえか
休み休みだと雑魚相手にこんなんじゃいつまで経ってもあの野郎に追いつけねえだろうが
そんなの知るかよ
次だ次こそあっさり決めてやる
おいロッコ
ありゃ完全に頭に血が上っちまってるな
Well, at least we get to hear this song again, which is pretty nice. Now, there are some... also my map just got turned around the opposite direction to what it was before we came in here, so I'm a little lost on where I am. But there are some optional side paths that get you chests, so I want to try and go for those if I can. However, the map that I'm using, I'm not actually sure if it is, like, oriented with the arrow pointing up or not. I feel like this way is... Yeah, that looks like it's the way to progress. So let's just check back, because I know inside the first cave that there is a side path that leads to some chests. Okay, there's a boiled egg. Ah, that wasn't a preemptive. Oh, hey, it's the SC battle theme. I don't think this is quite as good as Sophisticated Fight, but it's still a pretty good song. Like, I don't even want to try and pronounce the name of this song because I have, like, yeah, I would be terrible at it. It's like Step-Fisto Fight or something like that. There's actually a funny thing in this game, like, later on regarding that. Okay, boiled egg down. However, it's also going to explode in our faces. Oh, nice! Multi-level up. Also dropped a tier bomb. I am gonna save after that. Like, level ups in this, I just used my 101st save slot too. But level ups in this door aren't so much useful for, like, your increased stats, but more for, okay, that also heads outside. Which way is the right way? Dang it. I know that a few of these side paths lead to... Okay, I think that's a scripted fight. But a few of these side paths lead to, like, parts of the mountain that are just isolated and lead to more caves for more treasure. But, like, what I was saying about this door is that, like, the level ups are less useful for your stats and more just for the fact they heal you. Oh, yeah. So, because we don't have the cloak quartz here, we don't have any quartz at all, enemies will just charge us. And if you get charged by one of the stronger enemies here... Especially since it seems like after you got past a few scripted fights in here, this cave becomes just full of monsters, including the T-Rexes. Yeah, you really don't want to get an enemy advantage on you in this place when you're just this bad. For obvious reasons. Yeah, it might sound like I'm doing okay at this right now, but like trust me, there's a reason why I'm scared about this door. Like, the first time I played, I got badly wrecked here. Oh, right, that was the start. Okay, then. Huh. I mean, I could go for more gambling with healing, but let's not do that. Yeah, see, this is why it's best to have the map pointed in one direction from the start. Well, I guess we get to see Emboldened now. Okay, so up this way. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the right way to find the chests. Okay, you cannot use Soul Infusion or Embolden on yourself. That's important to note. And that's actually another thing that makes this so difficult. It's because things can easily snowball against you if you get KO'd, because you're so reliant on CP, and getting KO'd removes all of your CP. It looks great when everyone levels up all at the same time, though. But anyway, in there we get a feather brooch. Someone scrawled a limerick on the inside of this chest. Oh. Oh! Okay, wow. That's not gonna pass a T rating. I don't think I've actually ever seen that chest quote before. And Tirabalm. The treasure was you all along! But yeah, like, honestly, I feel like there's some things in this game that wouldn't have passed T rating anyway, but, we'll yeah, get to that much later. Who wants to be not affected by fate? Let's give you the feather brooch. Yeah, I think I'll keep the keep a lighter on somebody with the best HP out of us. Okay, now, as I said before, yes, this is scripted, okay.
新手か。
こいつ見た目は大したことなさそうじゃん。
Oh, never say that.
油断してると 痛い目に遭うぞ。相手の出方を伺って戦おうぜ。
Dean's being the voice of reason here. At least they have one. Okay, so these things, Crown Bits, they can freeze you like that. Yeah, the lighter is the only way to stop that. We haven't really seen freeze much in this game, but while you're frozen, you take damage every turn. Like that you get in action, as well as being unable to move. So it's a little bit more realistic than it is in many JRPGs. Okay, let's try and debuff your defense. Oh, that doesn't work. I had a feeling. Yeah, this is why this sucks. And I don't... Okay, I think I'm... Should I... Oh wow, these are original Sky Game tier bombs, so they only heal 200. Okay. And yeah, remember when I said before that you might want to save the hot potato fry? This is why, because these things like to freeze you. At this rate, I'm kind of okay with letting him go down and then just using Embolden to get him back up again. It's at least going to waste some of their actions. And yep, this is exactly why this entire door is a complete pain. Yeah, I guess I have to buff strength in order to really stand a chance here, but... I mean, I guess I'm lucky enough to be able to get a heal in here. Just a little bit of Silver Will playing like in the melody there, which is cool. Yeah, this though, like, this is exactly why this door is just a pain, because also these Cryon Bits are surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, like, they're actually incredibly fast. So they will get their turns way more than the Ravens do. Yeah, another problem with this door is that missing is incredibly costly. You can't Soul Infusion yourself, and I don't want to waste my attack food right now, because there are worse fights in this place. Like, look at this, look how many turns they're getting, too! See, this is the kind of fight that I said, like, some of these are borderline, like, imagine what would happen if this was an enemy advantage fight. Like, yeah, I have to use Embolden now. Yep, you get back up. At the very least, and as long as you're not a moron and miss, there we go, at least one of them's down. Yeah, one Crown Bit is still freakishly fast, and, yeah. I still, okay, I do still really like the low HP theme of Sky SC, which is what's playing right now. I want to use a healing item here because I don't want you to lose all your CP. Like, as I said before, CP is incredibly valuable here. You really don't want to lose it by getting KO'd constantly. I think I'll go for some hits on this thing first. It will probably... Actually, there's a chance that Race might not go down. Yeah, he just barely didn't go down there, but once he gets his next turn, he will. So, I can't even use that, because he'll get KO'd regardless. So, that cures Faint, Sleep, Petrify, but not anything more than that. Yeah, let's use the Anarchy Soup. You don't ever get any more of those, so, yeah, you'll want to be careful about that, and, welcome to Star Door 6. The true Star Door 6 experience. Everyone is frozen, and the cold bothered us significantly anyway. Yeah. So... this is the point where this door becomes hell, because those things are regular encounters from this point on. Really? 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 You think? No, that's definitely something you couldn't handle. Rocco, you have not perfected the Shadow Clone Jutsu. Or Louvet's body split technique.
聞こえたか言った通りだ俺が3人いりゃもっと楽に倒せてたんだ
So, okay, this is mean. Like, in story, this is a really mean thing to say. But out of universe, I would kind of prefer if my party consisted of 3 Roccos, because he has marginally better stats than the other 2.
何言ってんの？
とにかく今はこの3人で行くしかないんだ。文句を言うなら心の中だけにしといてくれ。
I think that literally translated as something like keep your complaints inside your heart. But that's probably an example of something that sounds really awkward if translated literally.
せいぜい足を引っ張るなよ。
なんだあいつ。
Okay, the path splits a little bit here. Okay, so if I'm reading the map right, this should just lead to a couple of chests. It is the same layout as Sky SC, if you remember from that game. Oh, there's a boiled egg there. Tira Balm? Do you know the name of Estelle Bright? The thief without equal. In her lifetime, she stole many treasures and left behind over 1,000 chests. I don't think there were actually that many chests in her games. But, yeah, whatever you do, never, ever, ever let an enemy get a preemptive strike on you. And another lighter. All that's left is at the bottom is the tiny glimmer of hope. That is Pandora's box, if I know my mythology right. Okay, so yeah, we now have 2 lighters, which is good. Does mean that a third, one of our party members is incapable of not being frozen. Okay, I'm actually gonna fight this thing just so I can heal. I am incredibly glad that poison status doesn't persist after battle in this game. Okay, so yeah, look at that. That's a Cryon bit. I'm saving right now, because if that thing gets a preemptive on me, we're pretty much screwed. And they're really small, very hard to see on the map, and they can notice you quite easily. Oh, I'm so glad we leveled up off of that. Because yeah, we were hurting pretty bad after that one. I am a dirty save scummer, but I don't care because I can't run from these fights. The good news is you don't have to worry about Cryon bits indoors. The bad news is I think there's something coming up. Okay, we need to find like a cave that splits and then go north. Hi, big T-Rex man. Pie. Anyway, I just realized that I probably should just have everyone start up the front. Because we need to be close to the enemy anyway to even do any damage. I have a somewhat unfavorable premonition about this. That's probably, I have a bad feeling about this, said, more pretentiously. The lock on the front of the chest is just painted on. I mean, that's kind of true. None of these chests really are locked. Yeah, be careful when you hit the run button. If you're playing, like, on something that has speed up, you, like, as in, like, the turbo mode function of the PC ports, you can use the turbo button instead of the run button to go faster, and that will make enemies not notice you, because you're technically still walking. It's just the game itself that's going faster. What makes the chests of Laberle so talkative anyway? Most other countries prefer strong, silent chests. Well, I mean, Erebonia maybe, but, you know, rumour has it that the chests in Crossbell have gotten quite talkative lately. And I'm pretty sure there is nothing else of note inside this. Hi there. Oh, yeah, that was a preemptive for some reason. It's very difficult to figure out where the front and back of the boiled eggers are. Like, I think the more... It's hard to describe. Like, the part that is facing us right now, I think that is the front. I think the back is a little bit less embellished, if that makes any sense. But in the moment, it can be hard to tell. I think another fight will be a level up, which is good, because, you know, race is hurting right now. Oh, no. Oh, I just ran into a forced fight, didn't I?
あれなんだあんなところに凍った岩があるぞ
ただの石にも見えるが一体なんだろうな。
バカ、あんま得体の知れないものに近づくな。
こいつ動いてやがる。
遅かったみたいだな。
Oh, it's a surprise attack too. Okay then. Does anything I have impede? I mean, seal maybe, but I doubt that's gonna win. It's casting arts, so that's not gonna help. I hope you're not immune to this. You might be. Yep, you're completely immune to that. Of course you are. Okay. That means I need to be very careful. Soul Infusion on you. And, probably need to save my CP, but I can try and invigorate Rocco. Cocytus? Really? That's a very late game art from... Oh, that barely did anything, huh? Actually, I don't think it's like that late game, but it's kind of late game. Yeah, I kind of need to invigorate as many people as possible if we can't debuff this thing's defense. Oh yeah, your buffs don't last long either. So I guess maybe just hitting it's probably more effective. Uh-oh. Okay, well that didn't take him out in one shot, at least. Yeah, you hit a little harder than the others. And I just keep expecting this thing to self-destruct, but I don't think this thing, I mean, I'm pretty sure this thing doesn't self-destruct. Only the boiled eggers do, but like, it's made of rock and, you know, it's in a cave, so my Pokemon sensors are going off there thinking it's going to self-destruct. Yeah, that would have been freeze if I didn't have a lighter. I remember this thing being a side quest monster back in SC. Or was it FC? No, actually I think it was SC. I think multiple of them fought at once. And yes, of course, you targeted the one. I had a feeling, the moment that I saw that resist, I was like, okay, it's gonna target Race, the only one of us who isn't immune to that, at some point in the battle. There we go! Synchronized level ups once more, also pointless Seepeth.
本当にたまげたぜ。
ああ、あんな岩がまさか魔獣だったなんてな。
こらレイス、たまげたじゃねえだろ。足を引っ張るなってさっき言ったばかりだろうが。
あらだったよ。
たく足でまといが。それにリン、てめえはビビってばっかで腰が引けてんだよ。たくお前らと一緒だと日が暮れちまう。これじゃあ俺一人で進んだ方が早いかもしれねえな。
そこまで言うなら一人で行けよ。
ああ、なんだと？
聞こえなかったか。そこまで言うなら一人で行けって言ったんだよ。てめえ一人の方がマシな戦いができるんだろ。俺たちがいると足手まといで邪魔なんだろ。
何？
そもそもこの試験にしたって受けるって言い出したのはお前だ。こっちは付き合わされて本当はいい迷惑なんだよ。レイス、行こうぜ。
まあ確かに足手まといって言われてまで一緒に行く義理はねえかもな。
それがお前らの出した答えってわけか。上等だ。勝手にしやがれ。
あいつあんな風に突っ張ってめんどくさいと思わねえのかね。
知るか、あんなやつとはもう関係ねえよ。
So, Rocco has temporarily left us, and yeah, if I remember that, like, I knew that he left you at some point during this, but I forgot it was right then. I probably should have taken his items, because now we're down to only one lighter, when I could have both of these two protected against freeze. But, yeah, with that, I actually think that...
あんな野郎、一人でくたばっちまえばいいんだ。引き返すぞ。
Okay, we can't even move forward, alright, so we have to go back. I think with that, I'm going to call it this time, and I will be finishing this door in part 2. So, see you all then.